It's Madden NFL 24, where we'll see a rematch from Super Bowl 12. It's the Denver Broncos.
Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. They're led onto the field by their quarterback, a man who's made quite the name for himself in the NFL, and that's Russell Wilson.
I tell you what, when he's on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
First play, Wilson wants to throw it. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he will finally be escorted out of bounds down inside the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. 41 yards.
I've heard of quick strike offenses, but this has taken that to the extreme. I mean, the very first snap of the ball game, normally you're thinking, let's get our quarterback comfortable and get him into the flow of the game, but not here. They come out attacking from the outset, and it pays off in a big way.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. It backs the offense up a little bit.
Still first down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Wilson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
You get a sense of what this game plan might be. They think they can take a few home run shots against this defense. They tried it there in the opening drive, but that ball's incomplete.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
Gotta go, here now. Let's go. Good. Let's go. Double count right here. Double count.
Now Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And we'll see this offense try and spread the field a little bit and utilize the outside third of the field, especially against man coverage. But that time, the defense was up to the task, forcing the incompletion.
McCarthy pretty decisive. He brings out that red challenge.
After review of the play, ruling on the field.
So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have one challenge remaining. And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Now Lutz for the field goal try. This one from 48 yards away. The kick by Lutz is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Automatic first down.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. Now a give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this one down near the 15. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop.
A 1-yard gain can look like a disaster, but it all depends on how the game is going. Is it a series of 1-yard gains running the ball? If that's the case, you might have to start thinking about throwing it a little bit more. But if it's just the occasional 1-yard run, hey, congratulations to the defense. They won that one. Come back and get them the next time.
And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it. Here's Williams. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-zip. Well, that was a long, sustained opening drive, but in the end, only able to get 3, the field goal out of it.
And absolutely, you'll take the points and the early leads. You never give those back. But there will be a little bit of disappointment that they didn't punch it in for 6 after that kind of yardage and that kind of drive that they had.
And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. So the Cowboys ready to go on offense for the first time, and it is their now 30-year-old quarterback, Dak Prescott, who leads the way.
Prescott has some things to clean up from last season, leading the NFL with 15 interceptions in only 12 games played. But we can't overlook the good. 23 touchdowns and an 8-4 record as a starter as he led the Cowboys to consecutive postseasons for the first time since 2007.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 21. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Swinging this out for Pollard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a man who's taken the reins with the Cowboys, it's Tony Pollard. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The loss of a full 3.
One spot, and there's just nowhere to go. And in this case, the defensive tackle used his strength and swallowed him up.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. And that's their 2nd charge timeout here in this 1st quarter. They're down to 1 remaining.
Here we go, 46. Kill. Here we go, 47. 26.
Prescott now from the 50. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. Well, we know he can run the football too, but he's a good pass catcher. That's been on display here, Charles, on this opening drive.
And we certainly have seen the benefits of what he did in the offseason, which was spend more time with wide receivers, working on routes, working on cuts, in order to make himself a more complete running back and even more of a threat downfield.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field, and it took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. How about this? They'll change it at the line. Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Mike McCarthy took the gamble, didn't pay off. And the Broncos will take over on downs. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. They run it again with Williams. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. The loss results there.
Up the middle, it's Williams. Give him 3 yards there on the 1st down pickup.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done.
and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and 2. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 37 yards. And the Broncos are able to add. Grows to 10-0. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And Cortland Sutton able to finish things off with the touchdown reception. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. To drive. So a penalty that can frustrate a coach so much, a mental error, and it'll back him up 5 yards.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Prescott now. He finds his man, Pollard. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
10-0 to score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10. In motion goes the tight end.
Here we go 47. Here we go 46. 26.
Prescott to throw it. Pollard here once again, back-to-back catches. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They'll come up facing 3rd and 5.
Switch. Here we go 47. Hey, 47.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get on track in this one.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Lamb will go in motion. 4th down, Prescott. Flushed out right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Delay of game, offense.
Walk out here, man. Let's go, boy.
Still first down.
The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
47.
Lamb will go in motion. Looking to throw. Prescott. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on 1st down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. 2nd down, Prescott. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
The Broncos on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Wilson. Short throw caught by Dulcich. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
But things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick a down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Got it. 19. Start.
Throwing is Wilson. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Mozzie Smith, he fought through to record the sack. Remember, they had the nice gain on the previous play, but they just gave a lot of it back right there on that sack.
Yeah, to get the sack, get back some real estate. Felt like the type of play that can spark a defense and swing some momentum. Almost felt like a take that type of a play, didn't it, partner?
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Here's Wilson. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
Boy, somehow, someone lost that running back downfield. He had acres of space, but this ball overthrown. And that's one you've got to be able to hit on.
Check 50.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. A 1st down throw for Prescott. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
They'll send Judy in motion left.
After the interception, here's Wilson.
This one complete to Jerry Judy. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. A big play there just before halftime. And even 40 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Williams will try again. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get him with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
On 3rd and goal, Wilson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground. Now they're likely to force a field goal attempt.
The kick by Lutz is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, they already had the early lead, and they get the interception, Charles, and now they add 3 more with the field goal.
Yeah, they're in control of how this game is playing out so far. You mentioned the early lead. Now they're expanding on it, getting plays on both sides of the ball. A winning recipe if they can keep this up.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. So we've reached the intermission. A happy sight for a lot of these fans. We're jumping right over halftime and getting back into the action. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cowboy offense set to go to begin this 3rd quarter. And they trail here to begin the 2nd half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20.
Well, this is an awfully tough route to defend in man coverage because he lines up on the right and then runs a crossing route back to the other side of the field. So as a defender, you're not only trailing him the whole way, you're also looking out for your own guys to make sure you don't get yourself picked off. And then you can't catch up in time to prevent the completion.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47.
On play action, Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he'll go down at the 28. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. Just a gain of a couple there, and that'll make it second down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Hey, kill! 47!
In motion left goes Cooks. Prescott now on second down. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 13 yards down to the 13. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Here go 47. Here go 46. 26.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Steps away to his left. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Dallas, Texas is the spot, third quarter inside AT&T Stadium. Glad you're with us. 2nd and 10.
Hey, 47. 26.
Now Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him. They'll find him.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion right.
Kill.
They'll throw again. Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it's been to put up any kind of points. But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jumpstart this struggling offense.
All that blown up by DeMarvion Overshown.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
So now they have to continue. A pass for Sutton is intercepted, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. Well, here in this third quarter, the whole complexion of the ball game flips on a dime there, CD. This is back to a one-score game.
And sometimes when your offense is sputtering, you as a defensive unit have to take it upon yourself to say, we've got to go out there, maybe take a few chances along the way, and see if we can generate some points ourselves. And lo and behold, they were able to deliver.
And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand this to Williams to start things out. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Good.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The busy night continues for Williams. And they needed 2. They could only get 1. Fourth down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage enough to pick up that first down.
Impressive. They were ready defensively for that jumbo set. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Here we go with Williams. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
That's the end of the third quarter of play.
So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Arlington. It's Bronco football, and they also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And he stopped immediately there. J-Ron Curse in on the tackle. His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Now Wilson. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was for the lead right there. They know they're in a position where fortune favors the brave. So they took their shot, but couldn't connect.
The offense on third down tonight, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 69 yards rushing for him now to this point. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. They'll be home for the Broncos score. Greg Dulcich, 43 yards. And the Broncos get an important score there to extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot because when they throw him the football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Now they send the tight end in motion left. They'll look to run for it with Williams. And he is not going to get in there. He stops short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he returns this to the 22. And now here come the Cowboys. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Cooks motions to the left. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
Here's 2nd and 10. Prescott now. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. That one down the field for Ferguson. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, 59 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
No, we're not cheering. No, we're not rooting. But I am excited about this, and I know you are too. We got a ball game again after that big-time strike.
Big-time strike, and you are right. Don't go anywhere yet. This thing's not done. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Denver's offense now set to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand-new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also a 2-minute warning in place, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
That's Trayvon Diggs making a big play there for the defense. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Wilson. Oh, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
And with the way things have gone so far tonight, I figured this was going to be a touchdown because he's wide open. But instead, the ball's laid out just a bit too far, and they come up empty.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Wilson. They've got his man complete. And he has a big gain inside inside the 40 before being dropped. A gain of 39 that time.
Well, that was a pretty good time for his first catch of the ball game, and it turned into a huge play as well. He's certainly not been a central part of this passing game so far in this one, but he made his presence felt there. A big pickup on third down.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And a solid run down inside the 30. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slung leg, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
To the football, it's blocked.
Partner, I think they saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
So Dak and the Cowboys down by 5, 46 seconds to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Here go 47. Here go 46.
To throw, Prescott. That's complete to Lamb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Go to 54, go to 54, right in.
Prescott. He's going to let it fly. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And the Broncos have just about sewn up this football game. Well, that puts a little bit of a wrinkle in their comeback bid.
Yeah, everything had turned around for them, hadn't it? I mean, things were now going their way. But you did mention it's a wrinkle in their comeback bid. It's not the death knell for them by any stretch, but now they've got some extra work to do in order to climb all the way back.
The win for the Broncos seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. Well, this ball game was close throughout. Remember, it was neck and neck at intermission, neck and neck at the end, but a great job to come in here in a tough environment, Charles, and get the victory.
Yeah, tough environment indeed. How about all the people we can hear shouting from their seats right below us, partner? They weren't real happy that their team didn't keep the home field. How about how these visitors came in, calm every step of the way, even with all the pressure, and found a way to get out of here with a win.
So that's a wrap. For Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Returning from his end zone is Ray McCloud. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And they will be led out by their signal caller in his second year in the NFL now.
And you'd think as a young QB there'd be some nerves shouldering the expectations on game day, even if he doesn't quite have the years of experience other quarterbacks do.
Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Here's the Pro Bowler, Christian McCaffrey. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now 2nd and 3. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And McCaffrey going to pick up a Niners first down as he'll get this up past the 35-yard line.
That's the type of impact play you expect from McCaffrey, the comeback player of the year runner-up in 2022. Despite a midseason trade, put up almost 1,900 all-purpose yards and also made his second Pro Bowl.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the gut, McCaffrey. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Now 2nd and 9. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
But now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production meetings they don't want to be in, 3rd and long. And that's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Here now a 3rd down and 8. Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing, but to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the second half. They line them up in field goal position, and to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
The play clock getting low, so Sean Payton says let's take a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Wilson buying time to his left. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, yes, this is what the good ones do. He used his legs to buy a little bit more time rolling to his left, and at one point, he flipped the switch from passer to runner, and he got a pretty good gain out of it.
Now the 3rd-year man back and healthy. It's Javonte Williams. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package, and that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
The play fake. Here's Wilson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. 4th down now as San Fran's defense was strong in coverage.
But that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the 1st down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on 3rd down, Braid said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st-and-goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
Following the made field goal, Lutz to kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled into 20. Back out there comes the 49ers offense ready for their 2nd drive. Their 2nd drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break, only giving up the 3 points.
Yeah, obviously they left some points on the table there their last time out, but boy, they have to thank their defense for holding the opposition just 3 after they threw the pick. Their turn now. Back out on the field, put together a good drive, and get some points of their own.
Yeah, he was able to shed 1 tackle, but could not get away from there.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. picked off by Caden Stearns. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions.
Into the 7-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Now it's Wilson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
A give to Williams, running right. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Javonte Williams taking it in from 7 yards away. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line and you start thinking
3 plays. And it was capped off by a Javonte Williams touchdown. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. Their quarterback in this offense heading back out to the field. And he's been off target here early on. 2 drives, 2 interceptions. They'll look to snap that streak here as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
You can almost hear the sigh of relief coming from their sideline and from their point on the field, because this has been a tough start for them thus far. A much-needed 1st down there. They needed something good to happen. Plays like that will continue to help them dig out of this hole.
Purdy to throw it on 1st down. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
On 2nd down, McCaffrey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15. Now 3rd down and very long.
That's
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up.
19 tight. Tracking 60.
Purdy now to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw on 1st down here. Able to find a lot of empty space there, picking up the 1st down at a 21-yard gain.
That's another 49er 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Here's Purdy. And he will slide to a hold at the end of that one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A throw there but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Second down, here's Purdy to throw. That is caught by the tight end Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the 49ers have cut it back within a score.
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So take away the touchdown there, as that's going to be ruled an incomplete pass. It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Samuel going to go in motion right. Here's Purdy now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. He's got his target. That's complete. And the 49ers are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter.
Let's go.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. Purdy sets up to throw again. Eluding the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
Partner, have you ever heard the story of Icarus in mythology? That's the guy who flew too close to the sun and had his wings melted. That was our guy right there. Keeps pressing it and pressing it. Finally, on that throw, he paid the price with that turnover.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
2nd and 10.
14.
Now Wilson back into his end zone. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Mims in motion left. Wilson from his end zone on 3rd and long. And he'll go down in the end zone. Down goes Wilson. It's a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
They're the 49ers getting set to trot out there. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The Niners on third down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Purdy. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. And they'll send Judy in motion left. Now a 1st down carry. It's Williams. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Here's Wilson. Touchdown, Denver. Greg Dulcich from 21 yards away. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Their first passing touchdown of the ball game, and they go to the big tight end in those sure hands, and he provides the score.
It certainly looked like they were focused on taking away other weapons, and he certainly made them regret that because he found the soft spot. Ended up taking it to the end zone. Nice throw, too, to complete the play.
Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is up to 15 now. They had the short field, and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. Here's McLeod from his end zone. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. That is caught. And he's going to have the Niners 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Here's Purdy on 1st and 10. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. On 1st down, Purdy. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The 49ers moving hastily. They're scurrying to the line. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A 2nd down throw for Purdy. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on first down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowsky to punt the football. And Marvin Mims deep for Denver. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
And he's able to skip away from that first defender on his way to a pickup of 5.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call, because there's a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
Now 2nd and 5. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. 3rd and 3. They'll send the tight end in motion left. They go play action now. Wilson under a heavy rush, and down he goes. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Stiff-armed him, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll be a 41-yard punt, 4 yards there on the return, and there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half, Purdy. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get the football back as time will run out in this 3rd quarter of play. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So here's Moody back out there now to send this one away. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. And the Broncos offense set to begin this 3rd quarter. So 1st and 10 here for Wilson and the Broncos at their 25-yard line. They start the 2nd half here with Williams. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now if you want to take a shot on 2nd down and go play action and make it look like the same exact play and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
And they'll send Judy in motion left. Here's Wilson to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Wilson's pass intercepted. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here. Purdy. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
Hey, check that, check that. Don't blow 18. Trap 60.
In motion left goes a tight end.
Delay of game, offense.
Play clock hit 0. Don't know what went wrong there, Charles, but it's going to cost them 5 yards.
Has to be some organization from the sideline. Sometimes when you're trying to decide on what play to send in, the play caller has to move a little bit faster.
Check smash, check smash. 60 Bobcat. Ready?
Purdy now on 2nd down. This one caught by Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 44 yards. And the Niners take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. That's the score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Moody good with the extra point. And this is back to an 8-point game.
kickoff for the 49ers.
So after the made field goal by Moody, he's back out to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Pretty important third quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he just danced away from that one defender on his way to a gain of about 7 yards.
Now that's the way you want to start a drive. Talk about a tone setter as well as a playbook opener. Now if you want to take a big shot over the top, you're all positioned to do so.
36 power.
Williams going to get it again on second down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. 82 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Again, it's Williams. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
In motion right goes Sutton. They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 6. And Wilson going to change things up here. They'll hand it off now, Williams. And he's going to have this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 33. Call that a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the third.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Broncos go up by 2 touchdowns. Luntz good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 15 now.
49ers 9. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Here's McLeod from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The 49ers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, play at the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry up.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 9-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down, it's Purdy. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Purdy with it on 3rd and long. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for them. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. On 4th down, here's Purdy. And now here's another interception. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. And the 49ers will take over here just shy of the 30. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Samuel in motion. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Purdy looking to throw on first down here. Another grab here for the dynamic Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Dancing to his left. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Broncos are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game. I mean, most recently, since 2000, Delta O'Neal and D'Angelo Hall.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. They give it to Williams, running right. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 8.
Start.
They run it again with Williams. Yards.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Ayuk to return it. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, 49ers. That'll go down as an 84-yard punt return. And the Niners are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they mishit the ball and kick it right to him.
And now in a 9-point game, they'll still just need to go for 1 here. And it's good, so that will get them back within 1 score. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. The Broncos about set to go on offense. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. Wilson and the Broncos now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The busy.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers. 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. In motion right goes Sutton. Now Wilson. And that is incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
It's a 40-yard punt, but they lose yardage on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. Debo going in motion left. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense. Still 1st down.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Purdy from the gun. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 7.
Ayuk going to go in motion right. Shotgun now with Purdy.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here comes 2nd down at 5. Purdy looking to throw. Right side, and he finds Gray. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40.
He's brought down back at the 40-yard line.
Here's Purdy. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout. And Purdy, he's going to shift them around into something else. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation. Then they ran out of it. That was a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yards in here. What can they come up with here? It's 3rd and 7. Throwing, Purdy. Steps away to his left. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
No choice but to go. Here's 4th down now.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here we go. This is 4th down. Purdy, big 4th down play.
Being chased out left. And he gets in just in the nick of time, so they get the touchdown they need. Now they need a 2-point conversion to tie it.
The touchdown's massive, but now they've got to have 2 to possibly take this to overtime.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game.
Purdy to throw.
That's caught. And he is not going to reach the goal line. They were forced to go for it down 2, but the defense rises to the occasion, and they hold on to their lead. And the Broncos are able to recover, and that should just about wrap this one up.
Illegal touching. Offense.
A big mistake in that spot. You got to let it go 10.
They didn't give themselves a chance. They had an opportunity, touched it first. Now they're in a really bad spot.
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on first down.
Pretty nice, aggressive run there before being brought down just inside of the 30. So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and it was a game where they got out to a pretty good-sized lead, and then they had to hang on for dear life at the end.
Not exactly how you would draw it up. You would continue to score and find ways to keep your lead pretty well throughout the game. But they did find a way to win, as you noted. Hung on at the end as the big rush came at them. Fortunately enough, they put enough points on the board to have enough of a cushion that they're able to survive what happened in the 4th quarter.